6 our score on EA Sports. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check. X3, 218, chopper. Go.
They toss to Freeman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, South! Watch 54. Got. Watch the boot. Right there. 54, right there. Hey, express! Go!
To throw is Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play Wildcat quarterback for you as well.
Hey, you don't want to see
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. And tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, two teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Here we go.
First down, Mariota. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Check.
Mariota now. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Well, that's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
He's playing to win. Let's go.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the Falcons' 34-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now Mariota. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Ready. 70, Indy.
A first down carry for Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Yeah, let's get sandwich.
General West.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Mariota to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him?
And the pressure gets to him again. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to rifle one. And got his man complete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check. Wait. Got it. Bumps up the helmet. Here we go. Hey, orbit. Check.
Now it's Ryan. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year, and the Falcons will extend their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
54 miles.
Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers. as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. He finds Humphreys. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Mariota's throw on the money to Davis. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mariota hands to Henry, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the first down." They love being physical.
Mariota, pressure brought in. Falcons get there for the sack. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
3 buzz.
On 2nd and very short, Mariota. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking win calls.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Here we go.
One.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota to the end zone, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
To throw is Mariota. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disrupt.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons grab it.
Well, that 2-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people can't see this, but you've got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. It makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the 3rd. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A game there of 30 big ones. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Mike 54. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they got an answer for it.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Darius Jennings on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 at their own 18. Working out of the gun, Mariota escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. He's got a man, complete. Room here to run. A big play that time for the Titans. 69 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays, doesn't matter what spot they start in.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will get them one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, blue 80, 125.
54, Mike.
Don't get nervous.
22. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Hey, Haywood. Let's get that hose. 25.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Wesley Woodyard, he does a little bit of everything, and this time he gets the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Base, 58.
Throwing on second and long. Ryan got an open man. It's Ratley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ryan now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Operating from the gun. Ryan, he's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10.
20.
From the gun, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Titans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle. First and 10 at the 20. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. A first down throw for Mariota. Henry's got it out on the left side. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking in zone for Jones. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Tavecchio puts this one through, and that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Falcons grab it, and they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. You get right, me.
Hey, check, check. Hey, Tuesday.
Slap. Smooth. Right there, 54, right there.
51.
Ryan wants to throw it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware of that.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
He won't be ready. He won't be ready.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Ready. You ready?
Mike's by 4. Wild Bill.
Smith trying to run for it. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down again. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Falcons, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.